Welcome. Thank you for being here. Fresh Waters, the podcast greets you with sincerity, love, and presence. I am Jas, the Spirit Nurturer, currently habitating on the lands of the Nishabe and Dakota beings, today known as Minnesota. My name is Jasmine, birthed from the lineage that has traveled along the banks of the Mississippi waters, still in tune with the vibration and resonance of all that is. As I am.
I am as you are. Let us breathe together as we commune with fresh waters. I am Jae the Goddexx, 5th generation Shakta, Devi of the diaspora. I walk with my ancestors, carrying me, honoring divine Mother Source from indigenous territories of the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, the Wendat's people, the Chippewa, and the Senecas, known as Takaranto, Toronto. We honor all waters. Welcome to our first breath together. Let us breathe.
Let's just sit here and settle in. Settle into this calm, into what we're getting into. We're going to prepare to do 3 evasive breaths. You can place your hand on your heart or anywhere on your body that's kind of skin on skin, just to feel that connection. We're going to inhale Ave into the solar, into the stomach, and then exhale Sa, feeling that vibration or reverberation within the chest, and of course, smiling. So let's begin. Inhale Ave. Sa. Inhale Ave. Sa. And the last one, inhale Ave. Sa. And we'll just sit here in stillness for a little while. And when you're ready, you can come back and get started.
So let's check in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling really excited to be in this conversation, to begin a project of shared creation together. And I'm excited to be in this moment of birth and birthing with a water sibling. So I'm excited to begin this journey of creating together. And I'm kind of bringing in this energy of excitement and gratitude and peacefulness as well. And also savoring the enjoyment. I'm complete there.
And for me, I definitely feel the excitement as well. it's like that excitement and also kind of like the fear, the nervousness, but like viewing it as one, and kind of being neutral about it, and just allowing whatever kind of comes forward to come forward. Yeah, as you said, be birth. So I'm just ready to get started and like really like it's like we're building, but witnessing us build while also like seeing this bird eye view of us building, like these different perspectives. So yeah, let's do this. I'm complete with my check-in.
Okay, let's take a deep inhale. Bringing the breath up to the crown. Setting the intention for our circle today. Let's pick one or two words to set the intention we're bringing into the circle. For me, I am bringing in connection and clarity and hopefulness.
The words that are coming to me is definitely expansiveness and stillness.
Taking a deep Avesa breath. Setting the intention for the stories we are wanting to share. What is Fresh Waters, the podcast?
Fresh Water is a podcast. I think it's like first, that initial feeling of fresh waters. When we were first discussing and talking about it, it just felt good. It felt, I wouldn't say pure, but the land, the environment, the community that we're creating, um, it's truly like this. It just feels, for some reason, I want to say like satiating, like to the body. When you think about like drinking like fresh or just, and I want to say clean water or something, it's just like once it hits your vessel, you can like feel it just spreading out through it all. Um, and that's what I feel for our podcast, Freshwaters podcast. It's that connection, it's that resonance. It's for those who are meant to hear and for those who are meant to connect, and for those who are meant to be activated. Yeah, that's what's coming for me when why Freshwaters and why Freshwaters a podcast. That's what I'm hearing and feeling.
Fresh Waters, the podcast. When I feel into fresh waters, I feel into this interconnected stream of consciousness, this interconnected body of intelligence. And I feel like that's where fresh waters begins for me. And this interconnected presence is the consciousness that we birth when we come together. It's the presence that's available when we are sharing consciousness and when we are receiving the presence of one another. So fresh waters feels like
this activation of receptivity that's present, and this activation of birthing shared consciousness in this reflection of presence. So I feel it deeply, deeply tuning myself, and also tuning um, the consciousness of all the sisters who will connect with us through fresh waters. So that's why Fresh Waters, the podcast, is emerging within me.
Before we kind of get into like weaving our how we see Freshwater as a podcast, I just want to share, for those who are listening, really, you mentioned like tuning, kind of like makes you want to like take another evasive breath just to like kind of just take in what we just shared. So let's just do that really quick, let's connect our hands to our heart.
Yes.
And we're just gonna do a quick one, inhale, Ave, and exhale, Sa. And yeah, just as we kind of get into weaving our thoughts and how we see this, it's really kind of going beyond the mind, going beyond the ego, going beyond like overthinking, what does this really mean? What is really being birthed, and just feeling into this. Now I know you just shared, but kind of what do you feel like, with my sharing and kind of yours, like how do you see that being weaved together kind of as we, and I want to say shoot forth fresh waters. How do you see that?
um, I really like the movement that I feel with Fresh Waters. That's what I have the most resonance with. It's the fluidity of the movement and of the motion that I'm really connecting with. It feels so fluid. It feels so vibrant, like new life, and this kind of vitality for community. Those are some of the energies that I get from your sharing. Just like this flowing of life.
Thank you. Looking back on what you shared, interconnected presence, like that really stuck out because when you started speaking, it was like this ignition of, I want to say cosmic, like, as if, we're sitting here right now, in this form, kind of in this surrounding, in this world, but it was almost like we're pulled all the way back, really going back to, again, that bird's eye view and seeing everything, but pulled back almost into like a darkness, like seeing a web. You said birth together. That's what I was feeling. This soul connection. Like, okay, so this is how we're tuning in. Really speaking to that soul, speaking to that spirit, speaking to that authenticity. Almost like that subconscious feeling. And yeah, I really appreciated that because it brought me back. It really brought me back to kind of what we're doing and why we're here, and that reminder for sure. So, just again, that tuning, really tuning, because you really did tune into the energy of why we're here, into the community, into what is being built. Yeah, thank you. Deep appreciation for that. And that's how I see the weaving what was shared.
So let's take a deep inhale to receive all the messages of the stories just shared. Deeply inhale. sharing one or two pieces that we received from listening to each other's stories.
For some reason, I want to say voyage. Like set forth on voyage. Like that's really what I see, and that interlocking. You know, um, we're here on voyage. We're here setting forth voyage together, but we're like interlocked together. Like we got each other. You know, as we kind of go forth on this journey. No matter how unknowing, you know, it may be, or but still together in presence. I want to say confidence too. So that's the two pieces of what I feel in here.
For me, I receive this knowing of the mission. Knowing of the mission is lifting up the community, and lifting up the community through this abundance that we create together. And so I'm receiving vibrancy as well. Vibrancy in this lift that we are creating for ourselves, but also for the sisters who tune in to us and connect with us. Right? This authentic lift that you were speaking about, activating this authentic lift within our presence. So I'm really receiving a lot of confirmation that you and I are in that shared presence together, feeling the resonance of what is emerging and what we're creating. So I'm receiving confirmation that spirit is speaking, and spirit is listening, and spirit is receiving, and spirit is responding. And let's take a breath on that. Deeply breathing in what we have received today. Breathing rhythmically into our bodies, into our chest. Filling ourselves with breath. Rhythmically filling ourselves with breath. Let's take in 3 evasive breaths, deeply inhaling. Deeply inhaling. Deeply inhale. Ending with a smile. Receiving our presence, receiving the guidance. Peace.
Thank you for sharing presence with us. We hope you feel the abundant energy of this moment. Please share your comments with us at symbioticwaters@gmail.com and email us to be on the podcast newsletter. Stay in tune with Freshwater Society at Symbiotic Waters on Instagram and TikTok, and Moving Earth Convergent Waters on YouTube. And of course, you can catch Freshwater the podcast here bi-weekly exclusively on coffee.com/freshwater society. We hope your spirit is filled as we are. Until we gather again, peace.